I'm on here. Okay. Make sure I'm like matted down a little bit. My makeup looks amazing. Like I don't know what I did, but it's amazing. Okay. I'm gonna get my little tablet ready because I do have a lot to talk about today. Well, not really a lot. I think I really have two topics that just like are on my brain that just needs to be talked about from my perspective. Because I do think I have an interesting perspective on things, and I think that a lot of people don't think outside the box sometimes, and I think that people just, just go along with whatever the narrative is, whatever everyone says, like they're for it. But today we're gonna talk about Renee Good and Renee, what's his name? We're gonna talk about Renee Good and James Fishback, I think that's his name. God, I really need to get that off my chest. Okay, I feel like I haven't been on here in a while. How you guys? I just came back from the store and stuff like that. But y'all like my jewelry? Look how cool it is. Okay, anyways, Renee Good. Let's get into it. So there was a 37-year-old woman that was shot and killed by ICE. Oh my goodness. Everyone has been fighting each other left and right, literally left and right. It has been so insane to watch everyone just go insane over this. I mean, absolutely insane. I can see both sides, honestly, when it comes to this, but this is my perspective and what I think about it. So everyone knows what ICE does. Like, ICE goes out and they right now are literally on a targeted operation to get criminals, basically, like criminals that are from, I don't know, Guatemala or fucking Mexico or whatever have you, that are illegal here. Like it's a targeted operation. Tom Harmon has talked about this in the beginning of the administration for Trump, and they talked about that. They have barely even put a dent in getting the illegals out of here, despite they are basically banning more countries and stuff like that. I think it was over 74 countries that have been banned, um, and I guess that does make it makes illegals not to come to this country already, but anyways, any more illegals to come to this country. But anyways, they haven't made a dent in getting the illegal aliens out of this country. There's a millions upon millions. I think the last time I've read, it was like what 600,000 illegals that was out of the country within that whole entire year. It's not a lot. It's not a lot. We have way more than that, and he should be rounding them up like literally in every single street. Every single street. I should be seeing ICE trucks going down my street. I have never seen an ICE truck go down my street. I don't understand why. I understand like state by state, it's different, but here in the red state, like there should be ICE trucks going up and down the street. That's literally how I think on every block. Literally, I think with all the tax dollars that we have accumulated and what we send alone to foreign nations like Israel, for example, Ukraine, I'm sure that we can have ICE agents on every fucking block in America. Let's get real, okay? But let's talk about Renee Good. They was doing a targeted operation, and there was a woman who is like, she is an advocate to go against ICE and basically to protect illegals in this country. Allegedly, I seen this tweet where it says that Renee Good, what did it say? I have to get it. I think back in 2024, Renee Good, she moved out of the country to Canada, allegedly, because Trump won. And she came back, and her whole entire thing was to basically be like a person who is on ICE watch. Like they are watching ICE, they are going to every operation basically and trying to stop the operations, which is actually insane. They're officers, and look what happened. You will get shots. You. They do have a legal obligation to detain you. Like this is not something that is a game. You know, disrupting ICE raids. These things will happen. And for me, if you're an activist and you're making like this whole and you're making this your whole entire life thing to disrupt what needs to be done to get these illegal motherfuckers out of here, out of this country, as many as they are trying to do, even though it's not enough, let them be, or shit like this will happen. I, for one, don't give a fuck about Renee Good. I couldn't give one fuck to Renee Good. You are a dumb bitch. You went out there, your whole entire lifeline is put on the line because you want to disrupt ICE raids. That is on you. Your children, whatever have you, that's on you. If you think you did this as a way to think that you are a good person, look what happened. You left your children behind. That's on you. I don't feel bad for you. You shouldn't be out there disrupting officers, like, you know, ICE agent officers from doing their jobs. It's their jobs. And for sure, what you should not be doing is running over, or, you know, I don't care if it's his foot, I don't care if it's his side, because I watched the videos. The car bumped into his side, you know? Do I think that it could have been done differently? But guess what? I don't give a fuck. I don't care. She never been there in the first place. I seen a video of her just out, like she was in her car, right? Out in the middle of the street in the car, and she was honking and disrupting, you know, the ICE agent. She didn't get out of her car. That's not a video that I saw her get out of the car. People allege that she got out of the car, but I didn't see that. That's not the videos that I have seen. But, you know, when the ICE agent approached her, she was turning her wheel, and it looked like that she was going to run him over, and she did. Was it like he went underneath the fucking car? No, he didn't go underneath the car, but he did get tapped by that car. He did. You know, yes, she did go away from the scene, but of course she's trying to get away because she just ran him over. Like, she just ran him over. Duh, she's going to try to get away, and boom, look what happened. She got shot right in the head. That's on her. I don't give a fuck, okay? I don't care. You should never have been out there in the first place. If you made this your whole entire, like, you know, personality to go out there to be a good person for the illegal immigrants in this country that shouldn't be here, and you get shot in the fucking head, that's on you, bitch. I don't feel bad for you. I don't. So now your wife or whatever have you, girlfriend's gonna have to raise your children that, you know, she didn't even fucking produce out of her vagina. That's, I don't feel bad. Now people are making like these huge protests about it. Minneapolis, y'all out there, y'all have so much stuff going on. I feel so bad. They try to make this woman out of George Floyd. Literally, I seen that tweet and I was like, yes, literally this is what it is. I seen like a huge riot going on, a huge protest. I don't know if it's a riot, but to me, that's what I'm gonna call it. I don't give a fuck. Riot happening for this woman. It is crazy. It's giving George Floyd, and you know, it's so funny how everything goes a certain way, where it's like about race, and now it's about, you know, the illegals. Now it's just, when is it ever going to stop? When, like, we live in a country where people actually think that illegal immigrants should be in this country when they should not. They're taking money from you. They're taking jobs from us. And even this administration is allowing HB1 visa motherfuckers to come in this country and take your jobs too, from upstanding citizens who are smart, who are ready to work. And it's insane. You know, people go to college and pay so much and be in debt in order to get to some of these jobs, and they're literally being swooped in by people who should not be here. And it's wild to me. You're getting fucked either way, and for people to sit out here and to fully support that, I just don't. I don't necessarily support a lot of things that ICE do, but I do support like getting the illegals out of this country, as much as they can. And even though it's a targeted operation of all of this, I do support that. I do 100%. It's grotesque to see how many of them are on welfare taken away from Americans that actually, honestly, with how our country is, I don't think anyone should be on welfare. I don't, but it is taken away from people who do want a need to get on there. Period. I would rather it go to an American than to someone who should not be here. Period. There's literally I've seen videos and reports of people paying people who, like, I guess they have gotten a visa or whatever like that, paying them to go and take their driver's lessons and stuff like that for them. It's insane for illegals. I've seen in certain liberal cities, they're also marking, I think they were marking off their names or something like that, or their ages. A lot of shady shit is happening in a lot of these major liberal cities. It's insane. I mean, look, for example, the Somalian situation that has happened. They couldn't even spell learning right on the board for these daycares. And you're telling me it is taxpayer funded, millions. I mean, fuck. Altogether, it's probably billions of dollars going to these Somalians that shouldn't even be in this country, too. It is insane. It makes me so mad. It makes me mad because it's honestly, they're robbing us. They're robbing all of us. And the amount of taxes that's taken out of your check every fucking week or 2 weeks is insane. And guess what's going to? Some fucking Somalian. Guess what's going to? Some fucking Israeli in Israel. Guess what's going to? Some fucking Ukrainian in Ukraine. It's insane. It could be and going to any other country too. Is wild. And look around us. Look around us. Look what's happening around us. We are surrounded by idiots. Idiots who think that that's okay. It's okay to allow, rapists and murderers to be in our country, to be hiding, you know, within the slums. It's okay. I don't care what they do. I don't care if they're farmers. I don't give a fuck if they're construction workers. Get them the fuck out of here, bitch. And the people who complain about that is because if they're farmers or they work in a manufacturer, it's because they either have a business and they want to whine and bitch about it. I've seen these popular influencers out here whine and bitch about ICE agents going out and detaining manufacturer illegal immigrant workers. Yes, because they're probably your fucking manufacturer, you stupid bitch. I know what you're doing. I know your game. I hate these people out here. Everyone. It doesn't matter if they're left or right. They're retarded. It's absolutely gross. There's also another thing too about Renee Good. Through her involvement with the school, joined ICE Watch, a national coalition of activists dedicated to disrupting ICE. Lost her life while obstructing ICE as a result of assaulting federal law. There was something else that I wanted to say that I saw that I found to be so crazy. Anyways. Oh! Even after it, that's what it was. Even after it, there are influencers like what's his name? He's a Jew, obviously. He's of course it's a dirty, disgusting Jew. Brian Krasenstein. He says this. Please share this if you're in Minneapolis. This is where ICE performing operations performing operations as we speak. They have literal maps of where ICE agents are raiding. And after we've seen someone get shot, they're still trying to make people go out there and disrupt ICE. It's like, did you not learn your lesson? See, they're trying to to make this even more bigger to cause a civil war and cause something to break out. And I think it's going to get much more worse, especially in Minneapolis. I feel like everything bad happens in Minneapolis. What in the military operation is happening there? I don't understand what's going on. I don't know if the elites they just picked their fucking foot in Minneapolis to cause so much insane liberal bullshit to make everyone so distracted from what's actually happening. But there in Minneapolis, it's insane what's happening. What the fuck? you have the fraud with the Somalians, you have Renee Good, we had George Floyd, we have it just gets worse there. I don't want to go there. Taking that off my list of places I want to go. Well, it never was on my list. Anyways, I have other things I want to talk about. Let me see on here. I have all kinds of stuff on here actually I want to see and talk about. Okay. All right. So we already know that like in Florida, Byron Donalds and what is it, James Fishback. I don't know why I want to call him something else. I think it's his name. Like when I think of his name, I think about something else. It's so funny. But James Fishback and Brian Donalds, they are both running to be the governor of Florida. I am a major fan of James Fishback. I really am. I do like him a lot. He is very, very pro-life. He is very, very America first. He has talked against Israel and, even just, divesting and wanting to, like, take money away from sending funds to Israel. Because Florida is the hub of the pro-Israel lobby. Let's talk about it. Y'all want to talk about Donald Trump being pro-Israel? Oh, Ron DeSantis, he will literally put his ass up and let them literally fuck him 10,000 times. He loves to be a puppet for Israel. It is absolutely disgusting. When October 7th happened, I seen him turn into something that I've never seen him turn into before. He was great on COVID, for sure. But oh my gosh, when I seen October 7th happen and he was the first person to be like a robot for Israel, like I mean, it was like they gave him a script, which James Fishback, he talked about how they sent him on the trip, or they was gonna send him on the trip, and how he had to like change his whole entire layout on his social media about how he supports Israel and all these things. And he didn't take the bait. And I admire him for that. He didn't take the money. He didn't sell his soul. But unlike Ron DeSantis, oh, that man, he will sell his soul. Sell his soul. Putting hate speech laws for the state of Florida to, basically lick the boot of Israelis. It's disgusting. I'm happy to see James Fishback to be the person with the backbone and not, want that donor money and to suck their cocks. I can't stand it. It's really disgusting. But I do want to talk about a few things. I have one issue with him, which made me have a red flag. And not everyone's going to think that this is a red flag for James Fishback, but I do. It is the sin tax. That's what I've heard that it's called allegedly. The sin tax, which is going after Florida. OnlyFans models. Now, do I support OnlyFans models? Like, do I support OnlyFans? Like, do I think it's like morally right? No. But here's the thing. I don't agree with taxing. I don't agree with taxes, period. I think I went on a whole entire tirade in this fucking live already about taxes. I want to abolish taxes. And I don't support any governor, I don't give a fuck, any politician who believes in taxing to the nth degree, like 50% taxing. I'm sorry. OnlyFans models don't even like get that. Like a lot of them don't get that much money, but the ones that do that are rich, that's what money they're gonna have left. Like, and I don't think it's smart. Personally, I don't think it's smart, and personally, I don't like the targeted, attack on such creators who are business people, because they are business people. Let's look at this in a different way. I understand that people are not going to like this, and it's okay. And I understand that people are probably not going to agree with me, and I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. When you are using taxes to target a specific people that you may not like, it doesn't matter. Maybe they're OnlyFans people, they can be YouTubers, they can be anything, streamers, whatever. If The governor is saying this and using that as a targeted attack on specific people. What makes you think it won't happen to you? All these promises that he has made, I don't care. That gave me a red flag about, abolishing abortion clinics in Florida, whatever. He's making a lot of promises that I've seen other, governors make, and it never really be fulfilled. But when you're already going out of your way to attack specific, business people because you don't like how they make their money, that gives me a red flag. Also, do you think that's smart to go after the rich? I thought we was against taxing the rich, because just like I said before, there may not be a lot of OnlyFans people out there, women and men, specifically in Florida, even though it's a hub. It's a hub of OnlyFans models in Florida. To tax them 50%, that's going to affect the economy. It's going to affect the spending. It's going to affect basically like putting in money. Like maybe they're making T-shirts. Maybe they're doing things other than just OnlyFans and creating businesses there in Florida that can make them leave. And if other rich people there are seeing that you're targeting rich people, despite you may not agree with how they get their money, that can also make them raise a red flag and be like, oh, I don't know what's going on here, but I don't think my business is welcomed here in this state, so I'm going to leave. I don't think it's smart, you guys. I really don't. I also did a ChatGPT thing because my brain instantly, I like, when things like this happen, I'm like, oh, no, that's not right. And I wanted to make sure that I'm right, because I am right about this. Many people may not agree with me, but this is what ChatGPT said. A 50% tax is very high by U.S. standards. The U.S. generally uses progressive taxation, by even top earners usually face 37% top federal income tax, plus state taxes, which vary. A flat targeted 50% tax on one group would be unusual, and especially if it applies only to a specific profession. 2, even if some creators are rich, most are not, like I said, for OnlyFans creators. Most earn modest or inconsistent income, often under middle class wages. A 50% tax would push smaller creators out of the platform and reduce the disposable income for people already financially unstable. Economic effects you'll likely see: less spending, high tax. This is literally all I said right before I fucking put this in. I wanted to make sure that I was right. High taxes reduce disposable income, less spending on housing, local businesses, services. This slows parts of the economy, especially consumer-driven sectors. It's not smart. Now, I get what the purpose is of him doing this. It is to basically put it back into school. I get that 100%. And I do support that. I do support, benefiting the school and the children in school, 100% using it for good for the children, because I think the children need it more than anything. But if you're going to tax the rich, what makes you not want to tax other rich people? I just don't agree with it. I think it's bad. I don't know. I think that alone would make me be like, should we vote for him? Should we not? You want to tax certain people because you don't like their profession? This isn't a theocracy. Okay? This isn't a theocracy. And I love God. I love God. I don't care what no one says. You can say whatever you want in the chat. I love God. But that's just not how a state should be ran, in my opinion. It's giving amateur. It's giving amateur. It's giving rookie. And that's something that the people of Florida, I don't think you guys would want that. I think, honestly, yeah, he would be the best one to vote for. He's America first. Despite that little mishap, he is America first, but, don't know about that. It trickles down. You go after one sector of rich people, it may not be a lot, but they're rich. They're creating businesses. It trickles down to the lowest bidder, and that could be y'all who lives in Florida. Anyone. You don't know who you're working for. and what business they have on the line. Some of these OnlyFans models, they probably fucking have like nail salons, there. They probably have like some sort of stores there that you don't even know that is ran by an OnlyFans model. It could be anything. I've seen it. I've seen how they have taken their money and put it elsewhere and created more businesses with, selling their body. And some of them, I swear to God, they don't even have their clothes off on there. Some of them actually use OnlyFans for like other content purposes other than sex. That's a thing too. I've seen creators go on there like who was it? Did Cardi B make an OnlyFans too? And she put like exclusive content of like, I don't know, like music or something for her fans. I don't know. I think I've seen someone did. Don't quote me on that. But OnlyFans can be used not only for sex. It can be used for many things. And taxing those creators like that, it's bad. Don't like that, you guys. Don't like it. That's my biggest gripe about him. But everything else, I think he's great. I think that everyone should vote for him. Despite that, if there's anything else that you see of him that you don't agree with, that is kind of leery, I don't know. He's not my governor. He's not gonna be my governor. I'm just putting a heads up out there. I just think that it's weird. I think it's weird. I think that it's not smart. Not smart. You may think that that's good. I don't think that's good, you guys. I just don't. What else should I talk about that's on my head? I have something else. I know that Trump attacked Venezuela. I don't know much about that, to be honest. I really don't. I don't know much about Venezuela. I have been out of the loop of that, but I do know this when Iran has been in the conversation. I have been seeing a lot of content about Iran. 6 months ago, I did a video on Iran and how we are involved in why Iran is the way it is today. We are the people, we are the country that basically made those people oppressed. I did a deep dive on Iran and looking at the history and how how we got involved, CIA got involved, and how they didn't like that it was westernized there. There's a small they think that it's a really big percentage of women there and men there that wanted to be westernized, and they want to be on the beach with their their bodies showing and being like whores like we are here in America. And that's not true, you guys. Like, they actually want their country to be Islamic, Maybe not in that way. I think a lot of them do want the choice to be able to do what they want to do. But for the majority, they want to be under Islam. They love being Muslim. A lot of them are not Christian. And I think that should be okay for them. When we got involved, the people didn't like that. And you know what happened? It made them go under the rule that they are today. You may see a lot of influencers. That's why I see a lot of Iranian influencers who are propagating that, they want to be free. What way? Didn't we try to free you once before? What happened? You became more and more oppressed when you weren't even oppressed before. And you hated us for that. You hated us for making your country westernized. Why would you want us to help again? Free Iran? No, this isn't going to free you people. It's only going to harm you more. We shouldn't even get involved. But of course, it's not for the benefit of America, really. It's for Israel. It's for the Jews. It's for their benefit. You think that the Jews want you as an Arab in Iran to be free? Please. If anything, they want to destroy you by using us to do so. And they saying they don't want to get involved now, since we're already involved. So, yeah, Iranian people, I'm sorry, like, you're not going to be free in the way that you think you are. It's honestly so, it's sad. I feel bad for those people, the ones that want to be westernized, but for the most part, they do not. And I think that that was the main issue. Um, I forgot his name. Was it Muhammad? It was Muhammad something. I'm sorry. I have to search up his name real fast. He was a president. Muhammad Mazadeh. He was pro-Islam, and everyone loved him. Women could drive. Women could not could have the choice to not wear the hijab. Like he was basically a Democrat. But the thing is, what he did, he tiptoed on America and the UK, and he wanted to keep oil to Iran all to himself. And they didn't like that, so they sent the CIA to put in um, Mohammed Pahlavi, I think that's his name. And the economy was bad. People wasn't happy with his Western values that he was pushing by way of us, America, the CIA, because he's a plant. And yeah, they ran him out of Iran. They ran him out of Iran. And look what they have now. Look what they have. He was exiled. They exiled the westernized king, Muhammad Pahlavi. Like, bye. Please. Please. If you guys are falling for this and thinking that this is great for America getting involved in Iran, you're dumb. You're seriously dumb. And you think that freeing those people is going to benefit those people, and you care about women so much. Oh, we care about women so much. We do. We care about foreign women so much, don't we? We care about the Muslims that wear hijabs. Like, please, you want them out of our country already. But you want us to spread democracy. Get the fuck out of her. You're not playing me. I'm sorry. It's for the Jews. It's for Israel. That's it. That's it. If you want to go watch my video, 6 months ago, I did a video about Iran. Go watch it. I did a whole video in detail. Hopefully you guys like it. But I'm not falling for this shit. I'm not. Okay. I think I'm done, you guys. Thank you guys for watching. If you have any comments, please leave them down below. I'm on the real comment section because I'm not reading the comments on my chat because I know they're going to be dumb, and I've stopped doing it because it never is good. It's always like some bullshit, and I'm not going to watch that because it's like, why would I listen to a piece of shit? I'm not listening to a piece of shit. You're listening to me. I'm not the piece of shit. You're listening to me. So, anyways, the ones who like me, thank you guys for watching. I appreciate you so much. Hope you have a blessed day. May God bless you all. And yeah, that's it. That's all I have to say. Bye, you guys.